So here's the thing, you're not going to show up authentically on any platform if you have not accepted who you are. And self-acceptance comes with exploring all the different intricacies about yourself. What does it mean to show up authentically? How does one even get to show up authentically on these platforms that are always requiring so much from you, telling you to do this, do that, and you're following every single thing but moving further and further away from who you are and who you authentically are? How can I show up authentically as myself on these platforms, right? It comes in self-acceptance, guys. You need to take the time to, one, accept yourself. But how do you accept yourself if you're not even taking the time to understand who you are? It needs you to be brave. It needs you to really, one, for me, to pray about it and to also just seek deep and introspect as to who am I and who has God created me to be, and I know that there are many differences about me that may not be like other people, or there are other people's differences that I may not carry within me, and that is okay. I do believe that we cannot create from a place of authenticity if we do not know who we authentically are. Most of the time we do not really dig deep because maybe we find ourselves in spaces where that light was kind of dimmed, that part of us was kind of silenced, or we think, because sometimes it's not because of people, but we think that we need to show up in a certain way because we see that it is this type of personality that actually is celebrated. But guys, I do not know how many times I've been shocked to see silent videos getting, and it's really not about the views, but like a whole silent video or a faceless, like for instance, I'm going to show you one of my favorite creatives. Her name is Noah. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Like, dude, she never shows her face. You literally see the side of her face, or you see the back, or you see some part of her body. But her videos are doing so well, and I will sit from start to end with those videos because you know why? I resonate. She doesn't have to say much. All she does is type or maybe put text on her videos, add a little bit of music. That's also very chilled, might I add. And I will watch that video from start to end because I resonate. And that's what creating content authentically is about. Really creating from a place of who you are, celebrating yourself and showing up as who you are, and really just allowing your content to find the people who resonate with it. That's what this whole journey is about. I don't know if you guys have seen this content. There is this thing of doing everything that I love, doing everything that I love in like 24 hours. I think that's what they title it as, or going for everything that I love in like 24 hours, doing things that I've been putting on hold in 24 hours. Maybe it's time for you to maybe just take a month, not even 24 hours, or maybe just take a weekend, just doing things, or maybe for every weekend, do things that you authentically love. Do things that that you can do on your own. Maybe you can invite a friend, maybe you can go on your own, but you're spending time doing things that you really, really do love, that you find interest in. Even for me, I was also thinking that maybe I should also start doing things that I don't think I like, but you never know if you may like it, so that you know whether you like it or not. It's not everything that you need to try out because some things just lead you to danger. But there's some things like golf, for instance. Golf seems so boring to me, but I want to give it a try, instead of saying, oh, I don't like golf, but you haven't even tried it. Do you get what I mean? Like, there's just some things that you just need to put yourself there so that you try it out to see that, do I like it? Do I not like it? And if you don't like it, you move on nicely and swiftly so. But you've given yourself the opportunity to really, bro, why do I feel like I'm not recording? Okay. But you, my dear, have given yourself the opportunity to really spend time with yourself, to really understand what is it that you enjoy, so that when you do come here, that's what you're showing. Sometimes we do not know what to talk about because we also not delving deep within. And I think it also goes back to, what are you spending most of the time watching? I totally agree with that, because what you spend most of the time watching just shows what you really like. And maybe what are you spending more time really searching for on the net and you're not finding, and that you've got that, you've got a little bit of intel when it comes to that. But the thing is, you're too scared to show up because you're scared to sound like an imposter. You're scared to sound like you don't know anything. You can do the further research if you need to. So come up, show up, be you. All right. But I do have to say that we can never show up authentically if we do not understand who we are authentically. And that needs time. That needs you to introspect. It needs you to accept yourself. It needs you to accept that this is who I am. I cannot show up as any other person, So spend time creating more, spend time exploring things that you like and love, even off camera. Journal things that you really like and love. Maybe that's something that you can show and you can share in terms of creating content. You know what I mean? I think the last thing that I want to talk to you about is, okay, Gera, one, I understand we show up authentically by one, accepting ourselves and really understanding that we are not everybody's cup of tea. We can never be everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. The aim of content creation is to create content that literally where people resonate with it. And what a blessing it would be for people to resonate with you as you. You don't have to put on extra personality or extra this or that in order to grab people's attention, but you're just being you. So I think that's a blessing. I think that's a beautiful thing. But number two, people sometimes, I know with me, I don't know, my personality flies away when it comes to, or who I am kind of flies away when it comes to really recording content, because when I watch back, I'm like, but what happened to me? Why am I speaking like I'm so still? But that also comes with being really comfortable, really facing the camera. Guys, this is not an easy thing to do. Not everybody is comfortable with really coming and showing up and really, just speaking to the camera and stuff. Take your time. If there's anything that I want to tell you, it's take your time. Gradually grow towards being comfortable speaking in front of the camera, hearing your own voice, sharing your own opinions. But in order for you to gradually grow into that, it needs you to be consistent with it. It needs you to pick up the camera, press record, and remember that finding your authentic tribe, finding your type of people, finding people who resonates with you may take time, but let them find you as you, and you really having grown into who you are and the person that God has called you to be. That's what I wanted to share today, that we can never create content from an authentic place if we do not celebrate who we are authentically. I'll see you guys next time. God loves you.